my friends in room 137. I miss you all so much. And since we're going to be home for a few days, I thought that I would read you a story once every few days, just like we're having story time in our classroom. So today we're going to read the story, Bailey Goes Camping. There's the title. And the author and illustrator is Kevin Henkes. So he wrote all the words and he drew all the pictures. He's really talented, right? So Bailey must be the main character in our story. And camping is when you sleep outside all night long in a tent. A tent is your shelter all night instead of being inside your house. Kind of sounds like fun, right? Here's the title page, Bailey Goes Camping by Kevin Henkes. Bruce and Betty were bunny scouts. They were going camping. Bailey had to stay home. There's Bruce and Betty. And right here looks like the mama, and she's holding Bailey. He must be the youngest. I want to go camping, said Bailey. You're too little to go, said Bruce. But in a few years you can go, said Betty. Don't feel bad, Bailey, said Bruce. It's not that great. All we do is eat hot dogs and live in a tent and go swimming and fishing and hunt for bears and tell ghost stories and fall asleep under the stars. And don't forget roasting marshmallows, said Betty. That's best of all. That does sound really fun. I'm sad that Bailey can't go. Bailey watched Bruce and Betty leave. It's not fair, he said. Sometimes things aren't fair, right? Sometimes we really want to do something and we can't do it, and it makes us feel a little upset. Come on, said Papa. Let's play baseball. No, said Bailey. He didn't want to play baseball. Want to help me bake cookies, said Mama. No, said Bailey. We could read a book, said Papa. No, said Bailey. I want to go camping. He's being stubborn. He doesn't want to do anything else. You're too little to go, said Papa. But in a few years you can, said Mama. Sometimes we're just too little to do things and we have to be patient and wait. Don't feel bad, Bailey, said Papa. It's not that great. Oh, yes, it is, said Bailey. You get to eat hot dogs and live in a tent and go swimming and fishing and hunt for bears and tell ghost stories and fall asleep under the stars. And best of all, you roast marshmallows. It does sound like fun. I understand why he feels sad, like he's missing out. You know, said Mama, you can do all those things right here. I can, said Bailey. He can, said Papa. Yes, said Mama, smiling. I wonder how they can do all those things in their house. I thought those were outside things, not inside. Let's see what happens. That afternoon, Bailey ate hot dogs. And he lived in a tent. So wait a second, you can make a tent in your house? It doesn't have to be outside? It looks like they took a string and then he draped this blanket over it and he went inside to read a story. That's a pretty cool tent. I bet there's other ways to make a tent too. He went swimming. He went swimming in his bathtub. And he went fishing. He's doing that in his bathtub too. And that night, Bailey went on a bear hunt. He's hunting for bears, imaginary bears, right? It looks like there's a stuffed animal bear right there. And he told ghost stories. Ooh. And best of all, he roasted marshmallows. He's doing that with his grown-ups on the hot stove. Don't touch the stove unless your mom and dad are there. Before falling asleep under the stars. Aw, there are the stars in his window outside. I love that story. It reminds me that even if we can't do something that we really want to do, you can use your imagination and you can do it your own way in your home. So right now we have to stay inside a lot because there's some germs outside that we don't want to get into our bodies. So maybe if there's something you want to do outside, you can find a way how to do it inside, just like Bailey did. He used his imagination to go camping in his own home. Maybe you can try that today. So I hope you use your imagination. I hope you stay healthy and happy. Wash your hands. Sing happy birthday when you're washing your hands, just like I showed you. And I will be back to read more stories with you maybe tomorrow or the next day. I miss you all. Be good, and I'll see you soon.